Welcome back to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I'm Insetic. It's just me on this video again. And in this video, we're going to the third level and the first competition level, Rio. But before that, we're going to change up our board a bit more again. Every video, I'll be going with the new board that we got from the previous level, and also changing up the grip, maybe the wheel color, maybe some other things, but we're also putting a special trick on our new slot. And I know you guys are looking for some of these air tricks, so I'm gonna find an air trick that is new to this game. In this case, the stale fish backflip looked fun, and yeah, I'll point it out, that is Steve Caballero standing off to the left side there. It's kind of odd, and that's definitely an emulator thing, but with the emulator being able to run in actual widescreen, yeah, Steve Caballero is always standing off to the left, even when you've selected Steve as your character. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so we're in Rio, and it's the same competition rules as it has been in the previous games. 3 heats of 1 minute, the judges will take your 2 best runs, give you a score out of 100, average them together, and that's the score you get, and you're trying to place. Or in our case, we're going to get that first place, along with, of course, the 5 stat points and hidden board. But I also want to take this opportunity and really just kind of check in on you guys about Tony 20 in general. Since we are still fairly early on, we have a lot of Tony Hawk to go after this. That I guess I'm looking for input on what are you kind of looking for in the commentary where I talk about these games, because I do have to admit that in a lot of games that I've covered for this channel, in looking back at a lot of these extreme sports games, a lot of them have been pretty just par or subpar, and there's quite a bit to explain, quite a bit to complain about, quite a bit that I've learned that a lot of people might not know, but these are the Tony Hawk games. So many people played them and know about them, and I kind of feel like sometimes I'm just explaining things just because, and then I guess I'm looking to get kind of the right everything, not just the right commentary, but also even the right gameplay and such. Like, I guess I'll mention, and I kind of addressed this in like the Skate Street video, Tony Hawk 2, but still sort of held back there, that there is part of me that wants to get like flawless gameplay, the best representation. Like, I admit that, especially on the competitions, I've recorded, I've done them, and then I've gone, no, that's not good enough. That wasn't good enough, and I've just not saved, loaded back, and gone again. And even for some of the levels, like Philadelphia, I recorded it a first time, and I was really not happy with it. I couldn't combine very much stuff into runs, so I had a bunch of what seemed to me like, wasted time, extra riding around, and I just didn't like it, and so I threw that out. Actually had to play the game back to get back there, but, that wasn't long to do. Recorded a second time, and that's when I had the screen tearing that made me have to record it a third time, and that third time I was able to put several things together. But yeah, like Rio here also took 3 tries. I never save stated during it. Like, I never, got one heat, went, all right, that's a good heat, let me save state. No, it was always I'd load my save and remove my progress and start from the start of the competition again. But I, start recording, I do my 3 runs. I think the first time I actually failed to get all the stat points and board in the 3 runs, and I was like, no, I want to do this, I can do this. Threw that out, do it again. And I guess that wasn't to my liking, so threw that out, and here we are. This was like the 3rd time as well. This was where I was able to ride around Rio, show all of it off, show off the different parts of it, including that secret area where I believe everybody's hidden deck will be back in that area if you crash through the fence and find it. And you'll also notice, hey, we're not getting run over by cars. Yeah, the cars are actually stopping for us now. But yeah, so this, third tries the charm sort of thing where this time I could go around Rio, collect everything, do well enough to get gold, and, do well enough to do this game justice, I guess. And so, it is just always kind of, I guess maybe that's why I've been, nervous recently about trying to get commentators together. I don't know, that it's like, okay, this is it, I'm actually doing this, and then, having to take all the different audio tracks, balance them, amplify them, now mute certain parts, if people talk over each other at the same time, try to offset them, try to get the perfect commentary as well. And yeah, I don't know, and even with Blank Tester, I was like, do I tell a joke? Do I keep this serious? I know I'm overthinking it, but I've certainly been harder to, like I said, get those kind of things together. I almost feel like I might need people to remind me to record more commentary. I have the gameplay. I've recorded most of the game at this point, but me getting commentary groups together is definitely on that, oh god, what's that business term for just when necessary or something? They don't make something until they get an order for it. It's kind of like that, the end of Tony Hawk 2, Tony Hawk 2X, and this, we're all oh, I need to do this, I need to get commentary, and it's the night before a video needs to go out. That's why you guys saw some delays in 2X and starting 3, because I just didn't get things done. So yeah, Rio, competition, trick around a lot. If you don't get everything in your 3 runs, get the medal you're happy with, and then go back in and get the rest. But yeah, next time on Tony Hawk, we're heading on to level 4, Suburbia.